This is Darren Mariulia, CTO and founder of SDM Software and the GPOguy.com website. SDM Software is the leader in solutions for group policy management. And today I'm going to walk you through a quick demo of our innovative GPO Compare tool. GPO Compare lets you compare live or backed up GPOs and provides a lot of great interactive functionality for quickly finding GPO differences. It works against one or more trusted AD domains and lets you generate nicely formatted reports in PDF or Excel for showing to management. There's also a Powershell interface that lets you do command line comparisons and manipulation of that difference data. So let's take a tour through the product now. I'm going to go ahead and choose to compare two live GPOs. I'm going to browse my current Active Directory domain and go down and choose, for example, the default domain controllers policy. And I think I'll compare that to the default domain policy in my domain. If I go ahead and run the comparison, you'll see it goes out and talks to my domain and grabs those GPOs and prepares a difference report for them. I could have also chosen to do comparison between a live GPO and a GPMC backup or two GPMC backups. This lets me be able to compare live GPOs versus GPO backups from untrusted domains. So let's go ahead and scroll up to the top of each tree, and as you can see, we've got some differences here. The metadata section is the kind of general information related to the GPO, such as its version, modified time, where it's linked, what security filters are on it, etc. And I can scroll down into the body of the settings GPO. You'll see here I've got some password policies in this GPO. Red indicates here that this value is different from GPO B, or the default domain policy. Green indicates that this setting exists in this policy but not in the other one. So I can go ahead and click the red and click jump to setting in GPO B, and it takes me right to the different setting, and I can see that its value is set to 24 as opposed to this one set to 22, or I'm sorry, to 2. Let's go ahead and change the view. I can also do a grid view of the differences so I can see all the policy settings paths, and I can see where the values are different in each GPO. I can also search for policy settings. So if I want to find all of the policy settings that have the word password in them, I can go ahead and do that quickly. And there's one, and there's another, and I can find all of the settings that contain that keyword. You can also, as I mentioned earlier, create a report that lets you view the GPO comparison in a nice format. If I go ahead and select the report button, you'll see that it's created a nice formatted report that I can send to a printer. It categorizes the differences based on whether it's different settings missing in GPO A or missing in GPO B. And I can also save these to Excel or PDF. Okay, now let's finally look at the PowerShell interface into GPO Compare. If I go ahead and paste in my command that I've got here, you'll see that I've got a commandlet called Compare SDM GPO, and it takes some parameters, in this case GPO name A and GPO name B, and I just provide it with the names of the two GPOs I want to compare. I could also tell it to include or exclude metadata, to compare GPOs from a different domain, or even compare GPO backups, which are also supported within the PowerShell interface. If I go ahead and hit enter here, what you'll see is it goes out and runs the comparison and returns a PowerShell object, since everything in PowerShell is objects, that includes properties like the path to the setting. You can't see the full setting here, but those are the path to the setting value in A, the setting value in B, and the difference type. In this case, it's different. So you can imagine that with PowerShell and the power that it has, you could do lots of manipulation of this data based on the type of difference it is, the values, the paths, etc. So that concludes this GPO Compare demo, and if you're interested in getting more information or downloading a demo copy of the product, please visit our website at www.sdmsoftware.com. Thank you.